apparently betrayed the closest person to her, kicking Eve Barlow to the curb.
Amber Heard has cut off her longtime girlfriend and #1 fan, Eve Fartlow.
This is kind of funny. So some of AH's followers are now starting to turn on old Barlow. Barlow is, very, very sad, feels abandoned and ignored. That she is very upset and feels ignored, neglected, and forgotten in a big old city.
And she left a little rant. And once people started drawing the connection between this rant and her relationship with Amber Heard, she deleted this rant.
Earlier, Amber Heard fired her PR team due to increasing negative stories around her amidst her defamation case against ex-husband Johnny Depp. The PR team played a big role in the entire celebrity case, but Amber is somehow upset with her PR team. Reeling from the bad press surrounding the dueling the trial, Heard fired her PR team and hired a new one. But now it seems she's not happy with her current PR team and is set to fire them. Why is Amber not satisfied with her PR team? Is she planning a strategy against Johnny Depp? Keep watching to know more. The news came into focus when that umbrella guy mentioned it on his Twitter account. In a tweet he says, "Is it true that Amber Heard broke up with Eve Barlow? If that's the case, blah ha ha. All that simple was just to be dropped like a bad habit." There are speculations that Amber is all done with Eve now, and she planned to drop her out of her team and the case. Since the defamation trial, Eve has been a long vocal supporter of Heard, but now, due to negative and bad PR activities, Heard is not satisfied with Eve's work. With Eve leaving Heard's team, people are somehow saying that Amber is broken as all her strong supporters have left. Recently, Eve Barlow also made a statement saying, "I'm sitting here writing this after spending 5 weeks alone in a city where I thrived only a few years ago. I'm alone because there's always a reason why I shouldn't be considered, invited, remembered, thought of, loved, respected, befriended, or trusted. And those reasons are words, thoughts, and opinions. These reasons sum up my refusal to succumb to this woke sickness. These reasons add up to my determination to remain interesting and self-possessed. Because of my integrity, I have been disempowered. Is it true that I am no longer a journalist? I honestly don't know. What does a journalist look like in America in 2022? Is it someone who provides information?" Fans are not too surprised with this step of Amber Heard, as they were all expecting this from her. One fan said, "I knew it was going to happen. AH wasn't about to abandon everyone she had ever known before the trial, just like she did with her friends in the penthouse. She isn't a trustworthy person. She has no idea what that is." Another added, "Wait, that was a joke I made yesterday in response to a tweet you sent. Is it true? Oh my God, I'm going to die laughing." One more comment says, "Amber was no longer getting her emotional supply fix from her, so she's moving on to whoever her next victim will be. I can't say I feel sorry for Eve, but I know what it's like to be tossed aside like a broken toy." Another says, "AH requires someone to help her rebuild her image. Being with someone who is a hashtag that has been trending for months as a joke, AH dumped her as quickly as she dumped the deuce on JD's bed." One more fan added, "It wouldn't surprise me if AH found her useful, as she appears to be quite skilled at manipulating social media, instigating pile-ons, etc." One more user wrote, "That's terrible. Eve was the only one fighting for her the entire time. Eve should write a tell-all book. She deserves a better companion than AH." Another added that, "It reminds me of an old adage. When someone shows you who they are, trust them." Amber has repeatedly demonstrated that she regards people who do not serve her needs as disposable. We are convinced. It's time for her fans to start believing as well. What relationship does Eve Barlow hold with Amber Heard? As we told you, she is the biggest supporter of Heard and has been with her since the beginning of the trial. She has become a new name in the celebrity trial to dominate the social media conversations as fans awaited the jury verdict soon. She once commented favoring Heard on a troll that Depp is moving on with his life. She should too. Eve replied that Heard could not move on and wait for a verdict. He was on tour, and it wasn't about the verdict for him. It was the opportunity of a trial to further his abuse. So whatever the verdict is, he continues freely. She doesn't. Who is she? Eve Barlow is a 36-year-old Scottish journalist from Griffnock in Glasgow's South Side. Her involvement with NME, where she previously worked as a deputy editor, makes her relevant to the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp defamation trial. She's been spotted with Amber Heard and her new baby Una. She was also seen sitting in the front row of the courtroom with Heard's legal team. According to local American media, Barlow and Heard have been inseparable in recent weeks. Eve has been a huge support to Amber during the trial. The Mail newspaper in London reported she's an outgoing individual who has spoken openly about their relationship. Do you think Heard's move to dump Eve Barlow is valid? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more.